The girl was one of those pretty and charming young creatures who sometimes are burned, as if by a slip of fate, into a family of clerks. She had no dowry, no expectations, no way of being known, understood, loved, married by any rich and distinguished man, so she let herself be married to a little clerk of the Ministry of Public Instruction. She dressed plainly because she could not dress well, but she was unhappy as if she had really fallen from a higher station, since with women there is neither caste nor rank, for beauty, grace, and charm take the place of family and birth. Natural ingenuity, instinct for what is elegant, a supple mind are their sole hierarchy, and often make of women of the people that equals of the very greatest ladies. Mathilde suffered ceaselessly, feeling herself born to enjoy all delicacies and all luxuries. She was distressed at the poverty of her dwelling, at the bareness of the walls, at the shabby chairs, the ugliness of the curtains, all those things of which another woman of her rank would never even have been conscious, tortured her and made her angry. The sight of the little Breton peasant who did her humble housework aroused in her despairing regrets and bewildering dreams. She thought of silent antechambers hung with oriental tapestry, illumined by tall bronze candelabra, and of two great footmen in knee breeches who sleep in the big armchairs, made drowsy by the oppressive heat of the stove. She thought of long reception halls hung with ancient salt, of the dainty cabinets containing priceless curiosities, and of the little coquettish, perfumed reception rooms made for chatting at 5 o'clock with intimate friends, with men famous and sought after, whom all women envy and whose attention they all desire. When she sat down to dinner, before the round table covered by a tablecloth in just 3 days, opposite her husband, who uncovered the soap tureen and declared with a delighted air, "Ah, the good soap! I don't know anything better than that." She thought of dainty dinners, of shining silverware, of tapestry that peopled the walls with ancient personages, and with strange birds flying in the midst of a forest, and she thought of delicious dishes served on marvelous plates, and of the whispered gallantries to which you listen with a sponge-like smile while you are eating at the pink meat of a trout or the wings of a quail. She had no gowns, no jewels, nothing, and she loved nothing but that. She felt made for that. She would have liked so much to please, to be invade, to be charming, to be sought after. She had a friend, a former schoolmate at the convent, who was rich and whom she did not like to go to say any more because she felt so sad when she came home.
Hello dear, I'm here. I have something for you.
She tore the paper quickly and drew out a printed card which bore these words: "The Minister of Public Instruction and Madame Georges Rapinou request the honor of Mr. and Madame Loisel's company at the Palace of the Ministry on Monday evening, January 18. Instead of being delighted, as her husband had hoped, she threw the invitation on the table crossly.
And what do you wish me to do with that?
Why, my dear? I thought you would be glad. I have great trouble to get it. Everyone wants to go. The whole occasion will be dear.
And what do you wish me to put on my back?
Why? The gown you go to the theater in? It looks very well to me. What's the matter? What's the matter?
Nothing. Only I have no gun, and therefore I can't go to this ball. Give your invitation card to some colleague whose
Come, let us see, Matilde. How much will it cost a suitable gown? Something very simple.
I don't know exactly, but I think I could manage it with 400 francs.
Very well. I will give you 400 francs and try to have a pretty gown.
The day of the ball, Drew and Madame Loisel seemed sad, uneasy, anxious. Her frock was ready, however. Her husband said to her one evening,
What's the matter? Come. You have seemed very queer in these last 3 days.
and she answered,
Nice to have a single piece of jewelry. Not a single ornament. Nothing to put on. I shall look poverty-stricken. I would almost rather have a gold on.
You might wear a natural flowers. For 10 francs, you can give 2 or 3 magnificent roses.
she was not convinced.
No! There is nothing more humiliating than to look poor among women who are rich.
How stupid you are! Go, look up your friend, Madame Forrester, and ask her to lend some jewels.
She uttered a cry of joy.
True! I never thought of it!
The next day, she went to her friend and told her of her distress. Madame Forster went to a wardrobe with a mirror, took out a large of jewel box, brought it back, opened it, and said to Madame Loisel,
Hi, my dear! How are you?
I'm fine. Oh, come in, my dear. Welcome to my house, my dear. Come here. Oh, sit down, my dear.
Okay, thank you.
Have a seat. And then here.
I have some party to attend, but the problem is I have no jewelries to wear.
My dear, it's not a problem.
Sure?
Yes, my dear. Come here. I will show you my jewelry. Let's go to
Okay.
my room. Long time that we can't see each other, my dear.
Exactly. We're so busy.
Yeah.
No time
Hey,
to walk outside.
this is my jewelry box. I will show you all my jewelries.
Wow! There's a lot. of
Yeah.
jewelries.
Choose, my
You're
dear.
lucky to your husband.
Yeah, I think this one you try.
Let me see. Haven't you any more?
Why? Yes, and look farther. I don't know what you like.
Will you lend me this? Only this.
Why? Yes, certainly, my dear.
Thank you, my dear.
The night of the ball arrived. Madame Loisel was a great success. She was prettier than any other woman present. Elegant, graceful, smiling, and wild with joy. She danced with rapture, with passion, intoxicated by pleasure, forgetting all in the triumph of her beauty, in the glory of her success, in a search of cloud of happiness comprised of all this homage, admiration, these awakened desires, and of that sense of triumph which is so sweet to women's hearts. She left the ball about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Go na, Pe. Oh my God, finally we're here. I'm so tired.
She removed her wraps before the glass so as to see herself once more in all her glory.
I am beautiful. What they say.
But suddenly she uttered a cry. She no longer had the necklace around her neck.
Oh my God. Where's the necklace?
What's the matter with you, honey?
I have
They looked among the folds of her skirt, of her cloak, in her pockets, everywhere, but did not find it.
Honey, you sure you had it on when you left the bus?
Yes, I felt in the vestibule of the minister's house.
But if you had lost in the street, we should have heard it fall. It must be in the cab.
Yes, probably. Did you take his number?
No, and didn't you notice it?
No.
They looked thunderstruck at each other. At last, Loisel put on his clothes.
I shall go back on foot.
In order for them to buy the necklace they found in the shop, they borrowed money, 1,000 francs of one, 500 francs of another, and any amount of her friend. After, they went to get the new necklace laying upon the jeweler's counter 36,000 francs. Mathilde Loisel took back the necklace. Thereafter, she came to know what heavy housework meant and the odious cares of the kitchen. She washed the dishes, using her dainty fingers and rosy nails on greasy pots and pans. She washed the soiled linen, the shirts, and the dishcloths, which she dried upon a line. She carried the slops down to the street every morning and carried up the waters, stopping for breath at every landing. This life lasted 10 years. At the end of 10 years, they had paid everything with the rates of usury and the accumulation of the compound interest. But one Sunday, having gone to take a walk in the Champs-Élysées to refresh herself after the labors of the week, she suddenly perceived a woman who was leading a child. It was Madame Forrester, still young, still beautiful, still charming.
What do you mean? You brought it back.
I brought it back another exactly like it, and it has taken us 14 years to pay for it. You can understand that it is not easy for us who have nothing.
You say that you bought a necklace to replace mine?
Yes, you never noticed it? Then they were very similar.
Oh, my poor Matilde! Why? My necklace was waste. It was worth 500 francs.